What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Need for Speed Most Wanted, and today we're playing some multiplayer, which is something that I don't usually do. Now, I've switched up to the SLS, and that's something I also don't usually do. I've been using the M3 since it bloody came out. I don't know how long it's been now. I swear it's been at least a month, and I've been using this, the M3 constantly, and that bastard does my head in, I swear to God. Right. Chances are, if you see a Bugatti Veyron, he's an arsehole and he will try and take you down before the event begins. Obviously you can't do that, obviously he doesn't know that, but he's an absolute arsehole, so what does he care anyway? So you can pretty much tell that half the community on this game is from Burnout Paradise. I mean, they literally try and take you down like crazy, and I didn't know where to go at the start of this event, basically, and I just followed them because obviously they know it by name. I haven't played this game properly in bloody ages, so I had no idea. So this is basically an event where you got to get the furthest jump. I did a pretty good job getting a run up here. I had power shot NOS. It was pretty much perfect for me. So here we go, do the jump. Just twitched it right at the end there, and I was so lucky I did just like that. Did you see that? Did you see that? If that was a second more, like, if I didn't twitch at the end then, I would run straight to that pole and it would have been final. So what I wanted to do is switch to the Hennessy Venom and try and get to the jump one more time, because the Hennessy Venom obviously has a faster, is a faster car. Obviously the time is about to run out. Can he make it? Can he make the jump? He's about to go. Is he gonna do it? He's not. He's run out of time. Either way, that was an absolute shite attempt either way. But I didn't do too bad there, I could have done a lot worse. Thankfully, I came third place and not last place, which is a bit crazy. In the next event, it's pretty simple. It's basically a drift event to get the, longest drift you can. Obviously, this guy in a Bugatti Veyron has bloody no idea what he's about to do, because he's in a Veyron. And that thing can't turn corners at 1 mph, so I don't know what it's going to do. And I was scared here. I didn't know. Am I going to get out? I'm not, thankfully. I don't know the exact rules behind getting knocked out of an event, but usually, most of the time, it's when you get taken down, so I was pretty scared at that point. So, the drift I did was pretty good. The red guy was actually took down the blue guy. You probably missed that part. But I was scared for my bloody life that he was going to get me next. And it was either carry on drifting and hope that those other guys will either fail or what. But unfortunately, they're doing very well, and unfortunately, a lot of them are in Veyrons. I should have gone in that corner because those people are a lot smarter. Those people weren't absolute knob jockeys like the ones I got stuck with. I get stuck with one massive asshole and a less person asshole thing. But those guys over there wouldn't have touched me once. Why we can't all decide to drift in one direction, I don't know. And no, not the band. Or wherever they are, because that's just freaking gay. So that event, I could have done a lot better than I did, but I didn't do too shabby. I didn't. I'm pretty much predicting that most of those knew what they were doing. They must have had some secret communication going on or something. Then again, they probably did have mics on, but I did mute them all at the beginning because there were some annoying children in the lobby. Now, this is pretty much where the tables could turn. The next event is a race. And as you guys know, I can always race and pretty much 95% of the time get the pole position. And yes, I know that's the starting grid saying, but technically it's the same. You could just say the starting grid's at the start of the race and at the end of the race, so it could still be, yeah. So I went into this garage area. I was like, right, I'm going to hide, because that other guy had an idea, but I took it a step further and hid inside the garage so people wouldn't, mainly people with Veyrons, wouldn't try and attack me. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to move back, prepare for the race, because the further back you are, the better advantage you have of winning. And the reason is because you get a bigger run-up than you would if you were closer, which people don't seem to understand. And I actually flinched there. I was scared for my life because the Veyron was heading towards me, and usually that means they're going to try and take you down. Now, I could have started a lot faster than I did then, but it doesn't really matter. I got up to them anyway because I had power shot And they've all gone the wrong way. What was in their minds telling them to go that way? I don't know if they got knocked off course. I don't know if they're just being idiots. Probably are, because most of them are in what? What? Veyrons? Oh, of course they are. Bugatti Veyrons. So as you can see, I've got a pretty big lead now. Not massive, nothing, game deciding. But obviously there's any chance in the world that anyone can catch up to me, or I could literally just plummet into a wall and then regret it for the rest of my life, which I would probably do if it happened, because it doesn't seem to happen so far, which is a good sign, right? No? Yes? No? Okay. So I could sit here all day and complain about Criterion's drifting system being too easy, but this is not what it's about. This is not complain commentaries. This is just Need for Speed Most Wanted commentaries. I'm treating it as a different game for now. But anyway, come on. How did I survive that? I don't know. Probably just my pure skill, but that's all there is to it, really. That was really simple race. When it comes to races, that's what I pretty much win most of the time. And the reason is, that's because what I did on the run. That's what I've done on all the other Need for Speed games. I mean, what else? It's a racing game, not how long can you stand on top of a bloody billboard for. Like, who came up with that? The guy that came up with that should be fired. It's probably all of you at Criterion, wouldn't it? Anyway, there's always one massive arsehole that likes to take people out even though the race is over, which I don't see the point of. Anyway, here is the final event, which is basically a challenge. One thing I just want to note is if you look at the guy at the top of the leaderboard, Need for Speed driver, he's got 22,000 speed points when the second player's got 12,000. I don't think that's legit at all. He started the event like when we first joined. He had 9,000 if you go back and check. I don't know how he's done it. He must have managed to kick people. And this is what happens every time you get taken down before an event starts, and this is why people do it. It pisses me off. It locks you up. You cannot move. Look, I can't move. If you could hear the live comment I did right now, I'll be tapping all the buttons. You can't go until it says go, which is not fair, because 90% of the people then get a head start. And especially the guy that took you down, he should get a penalty or something. That's just retarded. Fix your game, Criterion. Anyway, this event is basically where you need to go up the jump and land on the platform, and the person with the most time wins the event. So here I am with my first attempt, and I went too fast. I was actually really confident with that attempt, and I was like, yes, I'm gonna land it. Oh no, I've gone over. And obviously then people really want to take me down because I am the best. Thankfully though, it put me right next to the jump, and it was pretty much up there in no time. In the corner, making sure that I don't get hit when people start landing and failing. Anyway, that Porsche over there gave me nightmares. He's just over there taking everyone out, and I'm just waiting for him to freaking come to me and wipe me out. I know he's going to do it. But when? That's another question. And that, my friends, would probably be the question of the century. Because it wasn't actually him that was being a complete asshole to me. Oh, no. It's a guy that just got up here and decided, oh look, he's in first place. Let's just take him down, Let's ruin his whole life because he's winning, Because Criterion like to have crashing in their games, this is a problem. It's what they want. So I was trying to make my way back up there, but everyone started attacking me and until time ran out. And they even took me down when the timer had stopped. Thanks, guys. Means a lot. But thankfully, are you ready for this? Challenge complete. You can tell by them points, can't you? I bet you can. This guy came first place and hit a wall at the same time. So I think I did pretty good there. I mean, I was just showing a raw skill and, common sense by going on the other side where people weren't. And, I missed the first event, and I did pretty good overall. I pretty much came first in that event. Except no, I came fifth. Do you know why? Takedowns and all that other crap, that's why. And that first guy was obviously doing something sketchy. I don't understand. I don't get it. So if you have a suggestion for me, if you have a suggestion For what car I should drive in the next episode, make sure to leave it in the comments below. If you have a specific setup, specific colour, whatever you want, just make sure to leave it below and I will consider it for the next one. Don't forget that you will also get shouted out and your YouTube channel will be in the description. So hopefully you enjoyed this, and make sure if you want me to make more for a start, and if not, just tell me to stop. Peace.
Yo, yes sir. Turn everything up tomorrow. The drums, you know, the music. Holla back, I'm going for it now. Holla back. Yes sir. Holla.